the latest on what is from the Black Information Network and realness.com.
At Southern California Edison, we're installing insulated power lines and using the latest technology to help keep our communities safe from wildfire. Learn more at sce.com/innovation.
Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff? The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
Oh, is that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I was like, is there something wrong with that?
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed. Hit you with a bad touch routine. How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my nip.
Why can't you open up, brother?
Yo, who's that from? Did you text me?
Yeah.
How do you rate women so well?
So Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
Hey guys, I'm Heidi Preeb. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. Today on this channel, we are talking about how to start shedding our inauthentic selves, or some of the personas or social masks that we have become very used to wearing and that have become deeply ingrained into our own self-concept, in order to start showing up more as our authentic selves. And I want to be clear that this is not a one-step solution. This is an ongoing process that most of us will be working with in some capacity for the majority of our lives. There are always going to be situations that come up that cause us to put pressure on ourselves to behave in certain ways that might not be the most authentic to us. But what I want to tackle specifically today is the idea of someone who has a shame-bound identity. So last week I put out a video called Toxic Shame, what it is and how to heal from it. And in that video, we talk about what it feels like to have developed a social persona that is actually quite different from who you are at your core, because you have a deep belief that who you are at your core is shameful and would not be accepted or loved if anyone were to truly see you for who you were. And so the very specific, point in the healing process that I'm trying to pinpoint here is the point at which you may have realized that to a significant extent, you have a shame-bound identity, or that very large parts of who you are and the way that you show up in the world are inauthentic because you're trying to keep the world away from certain parts of yourself that you consider particularly shameful. So this video is for anyone who is recognizing that to be something that they are struggling with, but who doesn't yet know exactly what to do about it. I want to emphasize again, when we develop shame-bound identities, when we believe that huge parts of ourselves that are integral to who we are as people are things we have to hide away from the rest of the world, that causes us to develop a very prominent and pervasive social mask. So this isn't just about being overly polite in a few situations, or about not standing up for ourselves every once in a while. This is about showing up in the world largely as a person who does not reflect the you who you are on the inside. And it can be very difficult to let go of those types of identities because we are often perpetuating them unconsciously. So in the world of attachment theory, we talk a lot about the procedural memory system. So this is the memory system that remembers things like how to ride a bike or play a piano. There are certain things that kind of get into our bones that we do without thinking about. And a lot of the ways in which we interact with other people, particularly in situations where we feel a little bit threatened, which doesn't mean that there's danger present. It could just mean we're meeting new people for the first time and we feel a little bit on guard. We'll often, without realizing it, switch quickly into operating from a place of procedural memory around other people. So there are certain ways that from a young age we have learned to hold ourselves, to approach other people, to act and behave in response to people that we are actually not consciously thinking about. A lot of communication actually happens without our conscious awareness. We are not always conscious of, let's say, the messages that our bodies are giving off to other people. So a lot of this process is actually going to...
My God, a shame-based identity. Oh, I can't never let you see who I really am. Because I don't like who I really am. But yet, I want the relationship that Disney talked about. Lord have mercy. That was Heidi. What's her name? Preeves? I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but yeah, a lot of people didn't like her voice, but she was dropping hot science, right? Listen, you want to keep it 100, right? Everybody talk about it. Look, I keep it 100. Even the persona of let's keep it 100 is a youngin' mask. Most people are too fearful to be unapologetically truthful about who and what they are. And let me just say this. I'm not judging nobody, because I've had moments where I too fearful of letting people see the real me. You know? When you've been rejected because of your humanity, sometimes you cover up your humanity just so you can be accepted. I've done that. Oh, the real me, the human me, the flawed me, the challenged me. Wow, that's too much. And people have a way of pushing you away, like, you're extra, you're drama, you're too much, you do too much. So you naturally go inside and go, say, sit down somewhere. But you're talking to your humanity. You're talking to the part of you that wants your love. Did you hear me? So you push that part down so the person on the outside can go, that's better. I like this version of you. What? Man, you better run. I'm gonna tell you right now, run from the person that wants a romance with the mask you wear. I don't know how that just resonated in your spirit, but I know it rang a bell in mine. People want a romance with your mask. They do not want a romance with the complete you, because they don't want a romance with their complete selves. So they'll take a piece of themselves to hook up with a piece of you. 1-800-920-1580. Let's get Reggie back in here. Reggie, finish your thought, brother.
Man, life is a classroom, and it presents you with a bunch of different scenarios to see who you really are. And you just answer those questions every day, all day. I am this, I am that, whatever I am. And you get to the bottom of who you really are. And you can't fool yourself. Even if you try to wear a mask, you can't wear a mask all the time. That's it, man.
Man, thank you, brother. We appreciate you. Fire, fire, fire from all over the country. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. 1-800-920-1580. Get at your brother. Get at your brother. Truemonger, Dallas, Texas. Get in here.
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts, brother?
Oh, man. I think for a lot of people, they have to end up discovering their authentic self, because from the time they start walking and talking, they're taught to perform. They're taught to perform in front of their elders and whatnot. They're taught to perform in school, get through school, do what you're told and all that jazz. Get a job, perform for your job.
Mm-hmm.
And many people don't realize that they carry their stuff into their relationship. So they think that's what they're supposed to do, is perform. But at some point, your authentic self is going to start getting annoyed by that. So you frustrated with that, and it's going to start coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how programmed they are to be sooner than later.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, the authentic self is going to come out. And that's where it should be anyway, but a lot of people have to grow into it.
Mm-hmm.
So they've
Mm-hmm.
been taught to perform their whole life.
Mm.
And
Mm.
they think that's how they're supposed to get through life. Because that's how they, whoever brought them up, that's how they got through life.
Mm.
So they think that's the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
When people smother themselves, then they get to a point in time where they're like, this ain't me. Why have I been living like this all the time?
Mm. Mm.
You know?
Mm. Mm.
But
How do you?
like I
I,
said,
I
in a
let,
relationship,
let me ask you this, True, because I've gone to bed at night before, and I've said to myself, how are you gonna make it through the night being this person? Right? How are you gonna make it through the night being this person? And I've had questions. I've asked myself questions like, when are you gonna let me out? What are your thoughts on that type of question?
it's almost like going to war with yourself.
Mm.
You know?
Mm. Mm.
Is the performance gonna get you where you really need to go?
Mm.
Maybe materialistic or materials and all this and status or whatnot. It may seem that way,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
your authentic self is gonna get you where you really need to be,
Mm-hmm.
where you really should be.
Mm-hmm.
All the other stuff is replaceable. You can't replace your authentic self. So with the actor in you is not gonna last.
The actor in you is not gonna last. Come on, True. Keep cooking.
I mean, and as far as relationships go, if you can't be your true self, what's the point of being in it?
Mm.
What's the
Mm.
point? If you can't be yourself, flaws and all, with your partner, and vice versa, what are you doing?
Wow.
Like you were speaking on earlier, the hustlership,
Mm-hmm.
hustle relationship,
Mm-hmm.
just playing a role.
Mm-hmm.
Might well go join Tyler Perry in there.
Heavy stuff, man. Hey, listen, man. You already know, brother. You brought Dallas, Texas in the building. I love True Monger. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you, brother, for calling in. Trust me, man. These words are reverberating across the airway waves across the country. People are tapped in. This is real talk. Let me tell you something. You so fake. Money is the reason why your relationships end. Do you know money is not supposed to have any real meaning in your relationship? Did you know that? But we live in a society where money is the bedrock of meaning. Wow. Wow. Your identity is rooted in what you got. Did you know, like in the truest sense of relating, which is communion? Communion. The root word of it is union. Yoga. Yoked. You'll be at church talking about we equally yoked, but you got money problems and you worried. That's not yoked. You yoked to the money. You're yoked to society. You've never had a real connection. Uh-oh. Andy, I must have hit a nerve. Andy is in
You kind of somewhat hit a nerve.
here.
It's crazy. It reminded me of an elder friend of mine. He told me, one time ago that if you don't have no money, you shouldn't be dating.
Of course. In a transactional society, in a materialistic, capitalistic, corporate society, absolutely. Great advice. That's great advice. I can't besmirch that man. That man told the truth. But this is why I'd say all the time, most relationship specialists and all these other people out here with YouTubes and video, they don't understand the spiritual purpose of relating. You might be dating a dude, sister, you might be dating a dude that's like your grandfather. It might be a lesson, generational, right? A generational task. Most people call it generational curses. I say it's a generational task, a curriculum. You might be dating a dude like your daddy. So you can undo some of the things that were done when you modeled him. Most people ain't talking like that. Everybody talking like this. You should leave. Cause listen, if you not happy, listen, if he not about your high is good, that's what people talking about. Your relationship dropouts. You're going to keep attracting what you need to get over the hump of you. Because you refuse to accept you as you are. You refuse to embrace you as you are. You refuse it. So what's the easiest thing to do? Opt out. Drop the class. That's what people are doing. Because they don't understand the spiritual implication of why your authentic self attracted that person. Andy is back on the mic. Come on, Andy, get in here.
I don't want to sound controversial.
It's all right, Andy, do it.
But it just got me thinking, like, it's 2023 and you have a lot of people, changing body parts, changing genders.
Come on.
I mean, at the core of it, what you're saying, that's what it sounds like. I don't want to pass judgment on
I hear what you're
those
saying.
individuals, but at the core of it, it's like they don't like what they see in the mirror. So, as you said,
change it.
They're opting out.
Change it. Look at that. Change it. Oh, wow, that's heavy stuff. Authentic relationships. Whew. Oh, man. Embracing authenticity promotes genuine connections with others. By being true to oneself, individuals attract like-minded individuals, fostering deeper and more meaningful relationships based on a mutual understanding. But the reverse is also true. Being your inauthentic self also attracts When I come forward, I got a lot more to talk about, and we got callers all over the country. Here we go. Hey, Chitlin Pimp. Man, Chitlin Pimp. Thank you, brother. Chitlin Pimp. Thank you, man. Chitlin Pimp dropped $199, and it wiped the previous $14 we had off of the tally. Thank you, Chitlin Pimp. Everybody shout out Chitlin Pimp for that. And that don't mean you shouldn't donate. Let's do it this way. We're at $199.99. Can we get to $250? 47 people in here. No, thank him again. In Zanga, that's all. I'm just thank him again. That don't mean you shouldn't do it. Let's set our goal right now. Our goal is $50.01. We should all be able to do that. People in here who haven't donated, drop $3, $4, $5, and we'll get to $250. Do it right now. Chitlin Pimp, thank you, brother. Y'all think it's this? This shit might be hurting my stomach too. But my stomach was hurting before I started drinking.
The City of Los Angeles Emergency Renters Assistance Program will start accepting applications at 8 a.m. on September 19th. The program will provide up to 6 months of rental arrears to low-income residential renters who are at risk of homelessness due to unpaid rent as a result of COVID-19.
Hey, man, we're doing a good job tonight. I appreciate everybody for tapping in. None but love, none but appreciation for you guys. Who was that? Somebody just dropped $5. Let me get it. I'm staying on point. Thank you, fam. Thank you, fam. Thank you, fam. Let's all follow. I'm staying on points. Let's follow their lead. If everybody drop $5, we're gonna make that mark. If you're enjoying tonight's show, if you're enjoying the content, if you're getting something, some insight, some perspective, please, 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 please. I'm staying on point. Thank you, fam. Let's all follow him. We're at 204.99. Chitlin Pimp dropped 199. Let's get to 250. Can we do it? The show is damn near over. Shit.
And welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for all the love you've given us. Your ongoing support has helped us make psychology and mental health more accessible to everyone. Now, let's continue. As we grow up, we develop our own definition of an ethical and moral life. The infamous Lawrence Kohlberg's 6 stages of moral development are a testament to that, with each level symbolizing an individual becoming more moral and self-aware. But when it comes to being true to yourself, staying in line with your own values is only one part of the equation. What it means to stay true to yourself is different for everybody. So here are 7 signs that you aren't being true to yourself to help you fine-tune your moral compass. Number 1, you tend to copy others. When you copy others, there's usually an incentive to doing so. Perhaps what they did landed them a great new job, got them admitted to a competitive program, or even helped them find their significant other. We want to recreate that same social success for ourselves, so we unconsciously start to follow in their footsteps. While there's nothing wrong with taking advice from others, trying to blatantly copy your friends and peers strips you of your own individuality. 2, you're a people pleaser. You have a hard time saying no. Do you tend to take on more than you can handle for other people? If this sounds a bit like you might be a people pleaser. People pleasers have gentle, giving hearts, but the real danger of this comes when someone tries to take advantage of your generosity. If you constantly put others before yourself and neglect your own well-being in the process, you might not be staying true to your own self. Number 3, you let yourself be defined by how others see you. Are you overly worried about what others think of you? Do you follow along with what everyone else is doing because you're too afraid to go against the grain? Do you let yourself be defined by how others see you? When you fall in line with everyone else, you're at risk of sacrificing your own individuality. On a deeper level, you might give up on your own dreams and desires to appease the will of others, and give in to the pressure of what you think you should be doing. Number 4, you attract drama into your life. When you're distracted by unnecessary drama, you're also distracted from yourself. By allowing chaos to swirl around you, you are having to put your time and energy into putting out all the big...
I disagree with that last one. You attract what you are. If you got drama and chaos in your life, It's because of you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know people don't want to hear it. I know people don't like it. You want to pick and choose, huh? No. Oh, they were just so dramatic, and I was sitting there doing nothing, minding my business. No, you're drama. You're drama. Your trauma equals drama. And typically, it comes from your mama. That's who you modeled. Uh-oh. 1-800-920-50. I know people don't want to hear it that way, man. What you think a primary caregiver is? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. 1-800-920-1580. We in here tonight. You can't keep it real because she didn't keep it real. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Authenticity and alignment with reality, self-awareness. Cultivating authenticity requires deep self-reflection and self-awareness. By understanding our true selves, we gain a clearer perception of reality, allowing us to align our thoughts, emotions, and actions accordingly. We've got to stop saying the random thunderstorm showed up in our life and we acting like we were a serene patch of greenery. No, you're a thunderstorm yourself. Do you understand where lightning comes from? Many people think lightning comes out of the sky and strikes the ground. No, it comes from the ground. You got positive and negatively charged ions. Huh? It comes from the ground. Oh, I know. Come from you. You called the lightning down. Huh? I know you don't want to hear it that way. You want to be authentic? You have to question and overcome your social conditioning. And wait a minute now. I'm talking about not just the society in which you live. First off, remember, you were born into a society. Your family is a society of people who live in a neighborhood, which is a society. You go to a school, that's a society, right? You may leave and go to a bigger school in another society. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to learn how to overcome what molded you. I'm not saying everything that molded you was bad, but you got to learn how to go back and discern this isn't good for me. That's something you believe in. That's something you taught, right? Overcoming social conditioning. Social conditioning, society often imposes expectations and norms that can hinder authenticity. By breaking free from societal conditioning, individuals can align themselves with their own truth rather than conforming to the external standards. When I come forward, listen, I'm not in the mood tonight. I'm gonna burn you down when I come forward because I got a lot to talk about. Plus, we got callers. Ever since Chitlin Pimp hit us upside the head, we got one super chat. People think because we have one person drop something on us that it takes us off the hook. I get it. But this goddamn content is too damn good for y'all to sit back and fill up off of it. Drink until you're drunk. It's like family members coming to the goddamn barbecue with nothing in their hands, getting 2, 3, 4 plates, and then leaving. Well, we attracted you, Zoe, so we're doing pretty good. You think? Maybe, maybe not. Support the channel. The show is almost over. Truemonger hit us with a 5 spot, but I think True already gave. We're at 211. We're trying to get to 250. All right? Thank you, Truemonger. Everybody thank True. What y'all think about tonight's topic? You like it? It's a good one. I appreciate it. I think Suge Mac 510 already dropped some money, but thank you, brother. $199. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you, Suge. We're at $213.98. Thank you, Suge, but I know you already gave. I'm only talking to people that are lurking, the lurker lovers, that are in the background just kind of coasting. If relationship is a mirror and no partner, and no partner is being, and one partner is being inauthentic, is it safe to say the other partner is fake too? Absolutely. You're fucking right. Absolutely. Ain't nobody off the hook. None of that bullshit is happening that people are teaching when they're saying, oh, well, I was being real and, you know, this shit just happened to me. None of that bullshit happening. None of that's happening. You're not going to get some shit you're not. That's the part motherfuckers is really struggling with. You're not going to get something that isn't part of you. Because if it's not part of you, you don't recognize it. Because knowledge is a reflex of memory. You know, just by instinct, a snake is dangerous. You don't even know what kind of snake it is. You know by instinct, what the fuck is that? Because of generational programming. You know. The fuck? Oh, I ain't gonna get too close to find out if it's poisonous or not. Fuck that. You know. And you know internally when some shit is off. But how come you disrespect yourself by locking in when shit is off? Okay. All right. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I just randomly locked in to somebody that was fucked up. Okay. Get your motherfucking perfect cheesecloth ass out of here. You think you just as clean as a cheesecloth. Oh, and then they seeped into my purity. Get the fuck out of here. That's not how it works. Nzinga, thank you. We're at 135.96. We doing it. Suge Mac 510, we appreciate it. Thank you guys, man. Thank you guys for jumping in and heeding the call to action. We're at 235.96. We are very close. We're trying to get to 250. Can we get there? Can we get there? Will we get there? Somebody said, come on, cheesecloth. Yeah. Hey, tell Sean I'm gonna get him. Michael Watkins, we at 240.
Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
I got this two-timing chick who got her revenge from when I was in my two-times hit. And even when I tried to correct it, she couldn't get past how she was disrespected. Neglected my effort, affected her trust. Dirty games and affairs that be tearing us up. The picture perfect is a really worth it. I have an idea, but I need to make it
Woo, we've come full circle. The voice of reason back in the building. KBLA Talk 1580. We talking about keeping it real in relationships. And it's such a popular claim, but most people don't. Most people do not keep it real. They keep it partially real. Diet real. 2% milk. Hey, 1-800-920-1580. We got callers all over the country. Let's get him in here right now. Sean from Oakland, California has been on the longest. Let's go, Sean.
Hey, brother. Well, you mentioned a little earlier, character flaws, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we all should be aware of our own character flaws. But, we also have to think about, are they really flaws? Are they flaws because in the immediate moment it isn't working for us? Or is it really that we have to make an adjustment? And so my thing here is, look, most of the time, I'll tell you my character flaw. Most of the time, I've got everything figured out. And I don't mean that you're going to agree with, I got it figured out. But I think I got it figured out. I figured it out. All right? But when you're with someone, your better half, you're someone you're trying to be with or whatever, they're not going to agree with your assessment.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is it really a character flaw? No. I think you get out there and if you really like the person. If you don't like the person, yes, you just go ahead with your assessment and boom, bam, bing, get them out of the way. But if you're like curious or you really want them to be in your life going forward, give it a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Because they aren't going to see it the same way you see it. And that way, maybe in some future moment, if you have more than one moment with this person, you might be able to explain why I saw it a different way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I appreciate that.
And,
yeah.
Yeah. And that's, in that way, because everyone, Joe, thinks it should be perfect, right? It just goes in a flow, like a straight line. It never does that. Come on now. I mean, I've been lucky to be married a long time, but I've had all the humps and bumps and, if you've ever been in a relationship longer than 6-7 months, you know.
You know.
That
Yeah.
It does not go in a straight line, and you have to work at it. And, sometimes you have to realize that, yeah, your authentic self may be right. But being right, is it worth losing the person, that you haven't communicated with enough yet? I don't know.
Wow. Heavy stuff.
I don't know.
That's good stuff, Sean. I appreciate it, man. You already know, man. You know I love you, Sean. We appreciate it. Call in anytime. Call in anytime. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. Let's jump over to Cali Soul, Denver, Colorado. Get in here.
Peace, everybody.
What up? What up? What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Oh, man. Showing up as your authentic self or not showing up as your authentic self in a relationship is on us, you know, as an individual. You make that decision, but what ends up happening is you get into your relationship how many ever months, maybe how many ever years, and your mask start unraveling like a bad sweater. You can't hide that.
Right.
You know, you can't hide it. You're missing one sleeve before you know it, and the next thing you know, the clown done came out. And it's going to come out because that's just our nature. Like, if you walking around in a mask or a suit that's uncomfortable, eventually you're going to get itchy and you're going to start trying to peel stuff off, and you're just going to stand there and look uncomfortable. And that's the same thing in our relationship. That agitation comes, you're gonna let it fall out. It's gonna fall out your mouth like a clown shoe.
Wow.
And you're like,
Oh. Oh, I love that.
And I've done that before. I've definitely done that before. And what's crazy about it, sometimes when we do it, then you be so lost in your own illusion that you think the other person will not accept you for yourself. They'll say, you don't let me be myself. You know, you turn into a victim. So it's dangerous. You really ought to show up as your authentic self. And, you know, if they don't fool with it, that's not the person for you. And that's cool.
Right. No.
It's a good lesson.
I love it. Cali Soul, Denver, Colorado, in the building. Listen, if you want to bring your city in the building, you know the deal. You know the routine. You know the procedure. Get to your phone lines. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. We got I'm Staying On Point, Long Beach, California, LBC. Now you know you in trouble. Get in here.
Alafia, family.
Alafia. So what are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Oh my gosh. I will just say this really quickly. To thine own self be true. If you don't keep it 100 with yourself, then you're operating at a broken, low vibrational level. And like Janet Jackson always sung, like a moth to a flame burned by the fire, it's like you attract the brokenness that you're residing in at that precise moment. And then you just keep on with the illusion because, oh my God, you guys make such a cute couple. But you know deep down inside, like the last caller just said, eventually it's going to show. Or you get mad because the person that you're with started to love the fake part of you or the broken part of you, and you know that's not you. Then as you start to heal, you start really looking at things, and then that becomes even more friction because you're growing and that other person wants you to stay where they stay. So until you stay where you are and fix yourself, you're never going to be able to keep it 100 with yourself, and you're not going to be able to keep it 100 with others.
So talk to me about this.
So
talk to me about this keeping it 100. Where did that come from? Because people, I mean, they use it all the time. They're always saying, keep it 100. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it real. But rarely do you meet somebody that really, really keeps it real.
No, because we're afraid.
No, don't give me that. Don't give me that answer yet. No, wait, don't give me that answer yet. Hold tight. I want you to stay with me. When we come forward, we going back to the LBC because she got a lot to talk about. Hey, I want to thank you guys. Thank you. Everybody hit it. Everybody collectively did it. Man, let me just say this, man. It feels good to feel appreciated. I appreciate me. I know I'm cooking. That's why I have a high standard. That's why, sometimes you guys may get a little annoyed with me. But that's why I be like, yo, support. Because I know this information is different. I know it's different. I know it's compelling. I know it's inspirational. I know it's motivational. You know why? Because I know I'm on purpose. This is what I was born to do. I was born to help people. I was born to heal people. I just didn't know I was going to help and heal people through my fuck ups. But that's the mirror of relationship. Do you understand? So listen, I know this shit is good. So y'all might get a little mad at me because I push y'all and I'll be like, yo, hit the fucking like button, share the goddamn video, stop being in the background, say hi, hit a super chat. If you appreciate the content, share. You understand? That's why I be like that. Because I know this shit is way more valuable than what we put out. So there it is. Authentic folk are the assholes in your life. Sometimes, yes, because they're strong enough and brave enough to stand up to you. Even if it's a child standing up to a parent saying, you are wrong. What you did was wrong. How you raised us was wrong. It's okay. I don't judge you. I don't blame you, but it was wrong for our spirits. And we're working through relationships, trying to offload some of the stuff you downloaded into us.
This generation and the next. There is simply no place in our lives to live. And yet, it's everywhere we look. And unfortunately, it does belong to all of us. So, let's come together and create a litter-free, clean California, once and for all.
We all know some assholes that kept us honest, 100%. See how fast tonight's show went? Do y'all see how fast this damn show went? Do y'all see how fast this show went? Is anybody paying attention? Do y'all see how fast this motherfucker flew up out of here? Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the VOR. Friends and family, brothers and sisters. Let me just say, man, nobody's perfect, man. But if we don't have these energetic, in-depth discussions about what it really means to relate, we're gonna struggle. I'm staying on point from Long Beach, California. Get back in here and finish with your final thought.
Then my final thought is take time to work on you. Because the more we ignore the things that we need to honestly fix in our life, we're going to keep attracting the broken parts of ourselves that we really don't want to see.
Wow.
That's setting us up for failure every time, guaranteed.
I love it.
And
I love it.
I think that, you know, a lot of people, you asked me the question, where did Keep It 100 come from? It could have come from a movie. It could have came from music,
Yeah.
you know, our culture. But the true meaning of it, we run away from that because we can't even do it for ourselves.
Whoop, whoop.
We want to hold other people accountable. You're not keeping it 100 with me. But at the end of the day, when you get in your car and you leave that date or leave their house, you're having that real conversation with yourself in the car. Save yourself some time.
You can't lie to a shaman. Come on. I love it. I love it. Hey, I'm staying on point. We appreciate you. You brought Long Beach, California in the building. You know you got a seat at the table anytime. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me. But I'm going to hit you with something. Everybody, let's meme this up. Let's meme this up. Let's meme it up. Let's meme it up. You're a liar if you don't accept yourself completely. You're a liar. I am so sick of people running around talking about I hate liars. Yet they got a piece of themselves that they refuse to acknowledge. It's like a bastard child. Huh? Let's just be honest. It's probably your inner child that you condemned to the orphans of your soul. You are a liar because you project as something you're not. You are a liar who demands the truth from other liars. Oh, I know y'all don't want to hear that. I know y'all don't want to hear that. Because let me tell you something about accepting yourself as you are. You're going to cultivate honesty and integrity. Authenticity involves being honest with oneself first, then others. By embracing truthfulness and integrity, individuals align their actions with reality, fostering a harmonious relationship with the world around them. Let me tell you something. I know this because I did it before. I've lied to myself because I didn't accept my whole self. But yet I want somebody to be the best person they can be in my life as it pertains to the fragment of myself that I am projecting to them. You're a liar if you don't check yourself. You're a liar if you don't take the pen of self-authorship and rewrite all the dark spaces. You're a liar, and you're going to attract a liar. Let's do it another way. Let's do it another way. Krishnamurti, you know I love Krishnamurti. He says, why are there so many insane, unbalanced people in the world? Krishnamurti's response, of course, is, what is this civilization that we have built up? A civilization which is the result of craving, the dominant factor of sensory gratification. And having produced a world in which sensate values dominate, naturally the creative sensibilities are either destroyed or warped or blocked. Through the value of the senses, there is no release. And so individuals resort to the fabrication of delusion, consciously or unconsciously, which inevitably isolates them. Unless sensate values yield to eternal value, we will have delusions and strife, confusion and war. To bring a fundamental change in value, you must become thoughtful and discard those values of the self, of craving, through constant awareness and self-knowledge. So many people are afraid of themselves. So many people are afraid of what they have to look at. And this is from the book. Let me just say this. This is from his book, The Mirror of Relationship. Right? He says, craving engenders fear. Fear nourishes dependence, dependence on things, people, or ideas. The greater the dependence, the greater the inward poverty. Becoming aware of this poverty, this loneliness, you try to enrich it. You try to fill it with knowledge or activity, with amusement or mystery. The more you try to fill it, to cover it up, the more deeply does the real cause of loneliness get buried. The self is insatiable, and there is no satisfying it. It is as a broken vessel, a bottomless pit, which can never be filled. By becoming aware of thought, feeling, creating its own bondage and dependence, and thus bringing about isolation. By becoming aware of the cultivation of sensate values, which must inevitably bring inward poverty out of this very awareness, out of this existential meditative understanding, there is discovered the imperishable treasure. Through this constant awareness, if rightfully unfolded, enter deeper and wider, there comes into being a serenity and joy of the highest wisdom. The mirror of relationship. Ojai, California, 7th Public Talk, June 25th, 1944. See, somebody told us, right? Somebody told us that somebody was our answer. Somebody told us that somebody was going to make us happy. I'm telling you, the worst thing we could do is believe that it's coming from the outside. Yes, your mother did the best she could. Your father did the best he could. If you had one, if you had either. The reality of it is, Earth is the campus. Relationship is the curriculum. Listen, you don't have to believe me. I started the conversation. You finish it. Yo, I'll be back here tomorrow with another slapper. You know how we get down. My homegirl, you already know who she is. RSVP with Jill Monroe is about to come in here and keep this fire lit. Trust me, it's about to be on fire when she comes in here. She's going to keep you updated on everything that's going on in Hollywood, everything that's going on. I wonder if she's going to talk about Iman Shumpert and his beautiful, well, soon-to-be ex-wife. I wonder if she's going to talk about it. I wonder if she's going to talk about Iyanla Vanzant getting drugged by the Apostolic Church for laying hands. Oh, my goodness. Let me get out of her business. When we come forward, the fire continues. I'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Number love. Number love. Deuces, deuces, deuces. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for supporting. Thank y'all for showing it. I'll holla back.